It was a typical night, and Blake started feeling sick. And as a mother, you have that feeling, you just know something's wrong. And I was starting to get that feeling. I think as a mom, you try to avoid thinking worst case scenario. I think there's always fear that there is something really, really wrong with your child. They did the abdominal ultrasound, and he was too weak to actually move to a different room. So they brought all of the equipment to the room that he was in. And when he was performing the ultrasound, I saw the look on the radiologist's face. About a week later, distinctly remember the moment. We were out in the backyard. Blake was playing in the dirt, being a typical little boy. The phone rings, and it's probably 6, 7 o'clock in the evening, which is a very odd time to receive a phone call from a doctor. The next words that came out of his mouth probably brought my world to a screeching halt. You hear oncologist, and you know what that means. And to hear this about your baby, your 13-month-old, is probably one of the worst things you could possibly hear. It was pretty much at that point that faith came into play. I think that was a turning point in my life, to learn to let go of control. I had already said that I had experienced the worst day of my life the day that we were told to go see a pediatric oncologist. But I think I repeated another worst day the day that we had surgery. And the doctors finally came out and said that the tumor was malignant. Going through an experience like this, your faith grows. I think initially I did a lot of soul searching, because your initial question is why. A week after Blake finished chemo treatment, I had a baby girl, Taylor, and she is the funny one of the family. To have Taylor come along and make us laugh nonstop, it's fun. It's fun. We are now 4 years out of chemo. The type of cancer that he had has a 5-year cure rate, which means we have 1 more year. So August 2010, he will be considered cured of cancer. At the end of his kindergarten year, which he is now in kindergarten, he will be a cancer survivor.